Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at two new Batman the Caped Crusader figures from Spin Master. We have Batwoman and Killer Moth. Now there are definitely a ton of other figures in this wave. I think there's a Talon, there's a Bronze Tiger, there's like 3 or 4 new Robins. Slight variations. But these were the only two that I could find, but I wanted to get these out. Instead of waiting for the whole wave to be done, I wanted to just review the ones that I had because I'm excited to open them. Batwoman looks really great, and also Killer Moth just looks like a ton of fun. He's so colorful and just goofy looking. I love it. But in any case, you can see here, nice picture of the Batwoman figure on the back, and then it has the same 4 missions from the first wave. So, and it still says Creature Chaos. So I don't know if these guys are like a late half of the first. I mean, they still say first edition on them. I know there are later ones, like I think Talon and Firefly and 1 or 2 other figures are definitely part of a wave 2 because they have new missions, but I'm not 100% sure what's going on with these guys. They are, I guess, technically wave 2 because wave 1 was back in January, so it was like 6 months ago. So I guess they're technically part of wave 2, but they still have the missions from wave 1. I don't know. It's like a weird halfway limbo kind of a deal. But I wanted to go ahead and open these, so if you just pull this perforated section down here, and I think you actually have to cut the tape on this section here, and then you can swing these open. Oh, okay, there's tape on both sections, just to make me look stupid. So we pop this open, and you can see that there is a Batman and Batwoman kind of little perforated card. Now, you can pop these out. It's a little bit easier said than done. I just don't want to rip them, but they are perforated all the way around. So there you go. So then you get this little cardboard trading card, I guess. There's nothing on the back. Just kind of like a cool little collector-y thing. It's not really much to it. It's nice artwork, though. I definitely like the artwork. And then you can come to these, like, I call them storage lockers, because that's what they remind me of. You can pop these open and see what accessories. So she has some armor here, looks like. This next one has these 2 sickles. Sickles, scythes, whatever you want to call them. In bright yellow. And then the last one has a grappling gun. So that's fun. I always wonder like how they choose these colors. I guess they just do them in different vibrant colors to be fun for kids, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why you'd have a bright orange grappling gun for someone who tries to move stealthily at night. But yeah, so I wanted to show you those, and then I'll actually just go ahead and open the figure off camera so we can take a look at it. But next we'll take a look at Killer Moth here. So again, nice picture of the figure here on the back. Same 4 missions. If we go ahead and pop this open over here, and then this time I will know to cut these open. Now you can see again, nice artwork of him fighting Robin there. I wonder if it's like it is wave 2, but they just didn't think about changing the missions until later, because it's definitely like all new artwork. Because sometimes when they would reuse the missions, like with the, you know, the DC ones, it would always be the same picture of like Flash and Superman, even though the figure inside was different. But these are definitely new artwork cards here, so I don't know. In any case, let's go ahead and see what stuff we... Oh, there's a twofer in here. This looks like... I'm guessing this just came from one of the bottom ones. One of these will probably be empty, but he has a Batarang, which is strange for the villain to come with. And then he's got kind of a generic... This almost looks like a flamethrower, like something Firefly would come with. So kind of a generic gun there. And then he's got the suitcase full of cash. You gotta love that. That's an excellent accessory. Done up in kind of a shiny gray. And then down here... Whoops, that just all came right out. Yeah, so that one's empty. So that means that Batarang somehow traveled up too. That's pretty impressive. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 completely out of the packaging so we can take a closer look. Here are the two figures out of the box. We'll start over here with Batwoman. She looks great. I think they did a really great job. Love the color scheme. Black and red always look great together. And I really like the Batman Beyond-esque bat logo on her chest. I think that looks really cool. Taking a close-up look at the head sculpt, I think they did a pretty excellent job. For the most part, paint's pretty sharp. I feel like in the very corner closest to her nose on that eye, the black runs a little bit. I don't even know if it's just like an optical illusion or if it's just shadow. I can't really tell. But for the most part, it looks good. And you can see she's got kind of like a little collar, so there's just the littlest bit of her neck. I thought it was like a paint chip or something at first, but I'm pretty sure it's intentional. Her head is very tight, though, as it moves from side to side, so she can kind of swivel back and forth. But because of the hair, you're not going to get much motion. Pretty much just kind of slightly turn from side to side. The arms are a little bit thinner because they're female arms instead of like the normal size male arms you can see back there. So they just, I don't know, they feel a little bit more brittle. I mean, thinner plastic is just going to feel a little bit more brittle. So, but same articulation. You can see the hinge there. It does move front to back. Just feel like I need to be a little bit more careful with it. Elbows, swivel there from the like glove through the wrist is all one solid piece. No movement in the waist. The hips can kick out to the side. They can kick to the front. Can't really go back because of the butt flap. But you do have a thigh swivel. You have normal knee bend and then a swivel there as well. And then, of course, this is all one solid piece. All the red leg part is one solid piece. But I do appreciate that the utility belt is painted all the way around, so that's always a good time. But yeah, I think it's a good figure. I like it quite a bit. You have the same kind of cloth cape material that the rest have, with the hole cut out, so in case you need to peg something in, like a vehicle or whatever, doesn't get in the way. Now, as far as the accessories go that she came with, this is just the standard Batman armor that they've been giving out since the first wave, and because of her hair, she can't really use it. It just doesn't work, so that's a bummer. But the grappling hook should be no problem. Go ahead and put that in there, so that's all good. And then we'll give her one of these little sickly things. So there's that. So those two accessories are perfectly fine. No problems there. And I want to bend the knee backs to get her to stand here. None of these figures really have trouble standing. It's just kind of a question of finding the balance. So there we go. All right, next up, let's take a look at Killer Moth as I adjust the camera here. I just love this color scheme. He's just so vibrant and fun. The orange, the green, and the purple just really work well together. He's definitely a villain that I did not know much about. I think I first even learned of his existence when I started playing the Lego Batman games. I think the very first Lego Batman, you know, he was a playable character, and I'm going, do they mean Firefly? Who is Killer Moth? But he's a real Batman villain, and he's a ton of fun. I like him quite a bit. The wings are neat. I like that. They don't do anything. They're just there, but they look cool. Love the head sculpt. That's a great helmet. Of course, can move side to side. He's got really, really tight ratchet joints in the shoulder, but I feel like the more you play with them and move them around, they will get a little bit looser, but oh boy, they are really crazy tight. So hopefully, given time, I mean, I can't even really put this one back in. That's, I don't know. Apparently that's just stuck like that. I really don't feel like breaking that on camera. In any case, he does have normal elbow joints, and then of course the swivel, and the legs, everything the same as Batwoman. They're all the same. Ah, see, this is what I'm talking about. These are really tight. And I mean, you can eventually get it together. There we go. I think they just all need to be worked a little bit, and then they'll be okay. Just right out of the packaging, they're super tight. But he's a great figure. Looks very, very cool. He has the, like, flamethrower looking weapon we can try to give him. Let's see. Very tight grip here. There we go. That works. And then, of course, we have to give him the suitcase full of cash. So it looks like he's escaping a heist. That's a great accessory. I can't believe we haven't gotten that before now. So both of these figures, really, really cool. I think if I had to give it to one of them, though, I think Killer Moth is my favorite out of the two, just because the color scheme. The colors are so vibrant and fun. But that's not to say anything against Batwoman, because it's a great figure, great color scheme. And also, I'm just a little worried about her kind of thin arms, but I think they'll be okay. Although this guy is kind of becoming a problem as far as getting him to balance with his gun. He does not seem to want to do it. Let's see if I put the arm down. Does that help? Again, it's just about finding the balance. There we go. So yeah, these guys, pretty excellent. Definitely enjoying both of them. I do want to take a quick look, though, at the little insert that they come with. So you can see there, it shows Batman. I'm pretty sure... Is that a new... That might be a new Batman. I honestly can't tell. Yeah, that might be new. There's Batwoman, there's Killer Moth. Now that's what we're all calling Red Robin. They just kind of call it Robin. But I think it's supposed to look like Tim Drake Robin, like Red Robin. But they couldn't even just paint... All they would have had to do is paint his mask either red or black. Either would have been acceptable. Instead, they went with green. So that's a weird one on me. Then we have a rare gold Batman, which I think is different than the first gold Batman they did in the first wave. Then you have super rare Joker, which is just the Joker you probably already have, but with a black undershirt instead of like a green lapel. Again, I can't tell if that's a different Batman or not, if that's the same as the one I already have from Wave 1. And then you have like a dinner party Joker with the formal tux, which is very fancy. Then you have another Batman, which I think that's at least the same as that one. Then another Batwoman, Killer Moth, and then Red Robin again. So yeah, so we have these two right here. So look at these two Batman. I guess they're different. I mean, I think once I see them in person, it'll be very obvious. But yeah, it's pretty much like two different Batmen. I guess three if you count the gold one. Two different Jokers and a Robin. And then the different variations of them based on the missions, which you can tell on this side the 4 missions are the same. So, like I said, I know later on we do get different missions, but at least for this assortment, it looks like I need to get Red Robin. I really wish if they had just, like I said, red or black, either would have been acceptable. Just the green mask ruins the whole rest of the motif, which really bums me out. I don't know if I'll bother with the black undershirt Joker, but I might get like fancy dinner party Joker. And then again, I'll have to see these two Batmen in person, because they're all very subtly different. I mean, at the end of this thing, you're going to have like 15 different Batmen if you collect all of them. But for these two figures, I say it's a no-brainer. Definitely pick up both of these. They're both great. Great articulation, great paint, great color schemes. Accessories are great. The only bummer is that the armor can't actually be used by Batwoman because her hair gets in the way. So maybe don't pack an accessory she can't actually use. Otherwise, the other two accessories she has are great. I'll just give her the Batarang from Killer Moth, since that doesn't make sense to come with him either. So it is what it is. But I mean, let's be honest, you're not, at least I'm not always buying these for the accessories. Now, I will say, special shout out to the suitcase full of cash. That is an excellent accessory. The others, I feel like they're kind of interchangeable. You can just give whoever whatever accessories make sense. If you're like me and you've been collecting these figures, you have a big old pile of accessories that are all swappable. So just dole out the accessories to whoever it makes sense the most. But definitely pick up both of these figures. I love them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.